On behalf of the OSU A&M Board of Regents and Oklahoma State University, welcome to the State of Orange inauguration celebration of Dr. Kayse Shrum, the 19th president of OSU. Please stand for the entrance of our faculty and delegates. University and college delegates are led into the inauguration proceedings by the OSU ROTC Honor Guard. The historic Gallagher-Iba Arena floor is adorned with flags representing Oklahoma's Native American communities. We are a global university with a worldwide impact and host students and faculty from numerous international cities and countries. The flags of many of those countries are here today to honor our international community and partnerships. OSU's academic college gonfalons, ceremonial flags representing our various colleges, are also represented here today. The university delegates proceeding into the arena are made up of current and retired OSU faculty, academic college deans, OSU system branch campus leadership, and government officials. OSU's academic officials and faculty in today's processional are wearing their regalia to commemorate this historic occasion and our distinction as a top-tier Carnegie R1 research institution. The delegates represent OSU's statewide 5-campus system, including OSU Oklahoma City, OSU Institute of Technology, OSU Tulsa, the Center for Health Sciences, and OSU Stillwater academic colleges, including the College of Arts and Sciences, College of Education and Human Sciences, College of Engineering, Architecture and Technology, Ferguson College of Agriculture, School of Global Studies and Partnerships, Spear School of Business, the OSU Honors College, College of Veterinary Medicine, the Graduate College, and the College of Osteopathic Medicine. The platform party will soon join us, led by OSU Provost Dr. Jeanette Mendez, who carries the university mace. Next, carrying the Presidential Medallion, is OSU A&M Board Chair Gerald Callahan, followed by the Oklahoma State Board of Regents for Higher Education, Jack Sherry, Courtney Warmington, Jeff Hickman, Mike Turpin, and Chancellor Allison Garrett. And the OSU A&M Board of Regents, Jimmy Harrell, Rick Davis, Rick Walker, Blaine Arthur, and Chief Executive Officer Jason Ramsey. Our dignitaries, Governor of the Chickasaw Nation, Bill Anatubby, U.S. Senator James Lankford, U.S. Congressman and OSU alumnus Frank Lucas, and the Governor of the great state of Oklahoma and OSU alumnus, the Honorable Kevin Stitt. Our OSU leadership, Senior Vice Presidents Jerome Lothridge and Kyle Ray, and Branch Campus Presidents Bill Papp, Scott Newman, and Johnny Stevens. They will be followed by Faculty Council Chair Kai Cole, Student Body President Riley Pritzloff, and the 19th President of Oklahoma State University, Dr. Kayse Shrum. OSU pipes and drums will herald the procession of the platform party. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors. Our national anthem will be performed by Pocapella, and the Oklahoma State Song will be performed by OSU's Wind Ensemble.
Oh, say, can you see by the the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Order. Oh! Left turn. March. Forward. March. Left. Left. Left.
Oklahoma A&M Board of Regents Chair, Gerald Callahan.
Well, I think everybody can go ahead and be seated. It's going to be about a 30-minute speech, Rick Davis said. No, this is quite a day. We are here to honor and to officially install Dr. Kayse Shrum as the 19th president of Oklahoma State University. This is a historic, yeah, very good. This is really a historic inauguration, as Dr. Shrum is the first woman to be installed as president and the first woman to lead a Tier 1 research institution in Oklahoma. The inauguration ceremony itself is an event that's steeped in tradition. The university mace that was carried by Provost Mendez is a time-honored academic symbol. Custom created by OSU designers and fabricated by our engineering faculty and students, the ornate mace mirrors the old Central Tower, a historic symbol of our land-grant mission. The tower includes palladium windows with the OSU logo and academic seal etched in its enclosure to represent the bright orange light of knowledge that emanates from our beloved institution. The presidential medallion is an emblem of the office of the president. This medallion necklace was custom made for this occasion. It is engraved with the 3 pillars of the land-grant mission: the academic seal and the names of all the previous OSU presidents. The presidential medallion will be given to the president at the moment of installation in this ceremony. Today we commemorate Dr. Shrum's first year in office and celebrate OSU's land-grant mission and impact on our state, the nation, and the world. We will honor this occasion with special words from our speakers today and begin with our esteemed faculty, represented by Faculty Council Chair, Dr. Kayse Shrum. Kai?
Good afternoon. I stand here representing the faculty of OSU. Over the past year, Dr. Shrum has led our university through transitions, realignment, and a pandemic. We are certainly thankful for her leadership. We are also thankful for how she has engaged with faculty across the OSU system, as well as students and alumni. She is setting big goals for OSU, and she is encouraging us to do the same. Last Friday, as President Shrum welcomed students at Convocation, she shared her story coming from a small town in Oklahoma to becoming a doctor of osteopathic medicine and now the first woman to lead Oklahoma State University. As she spoke, you could see inspiration take root in real time. Students were encouraged and inspired, and their future was bright, bright orange. Not only does her story inspire students, it inspires us as faculty. When she shared her story, she noted one professor's guidance that completely changed the course of her life. It is a reminder that we have the opportunity to be that person, to inspire and make a lasting impact on the students we serve. Dr. Shrum, thank you for your inspiration and the ways in which you are leading OSU. We are excited for the future. Thank you, and go Pokes.
Student Body President Riley Pritzloff.
It is a profound honor to be on this stage today. As the student representative for this inauguration, I want to offer my thanks and congratulations to a president that quickly took our campus by storm. President Shrum interacts with us in ways that few university presidents do, and this is an incredibly valuable quality. President Shrum has shown through action that we have a team in our administration that will make decisions with students in mind. Students are drawn to her energy and positive spirit. It is clear that she loves the students, and it is equally clear we love Dr. Shrum. From throwing out the first pitch at an OSU softball game to taking a dunk tank plunge to support student philanthropy and countless classroom and lab visits to experience our work firsthand, we thank you. We also say thanks for standing beside us as we launch our futures, and of course, for standing beside us for all those selfies. Your first year was groundbreaking, and I look forward to working together to continue our legacy as a welcoming place for the Cowboy family. Go Pokes!
The Governor of the Chickasaw Nation, Bill Anatoby.
Good afternoon, and greetings from the Chickasaw Nation and all the First Nations in Oklahoma. For many years, the Chickasaw Nation and Oklahoma State University have worked in partnership for the benefit of higher education and our state. This is a working relationship which we have enjoyed. We've seen the impact on countless students, faculty, and staff. And now, we're excited for the future of Oklahoma State University under the capable leadership of President Shrum and the many students and families who will undoubtedly benefit from her leadership. President Shrum is a trailblazer, an innovator, and an exceptional leader, as she demonstrated during her time at the helm of OSU Center for Health Sciences. While there, she spurred unprecedented growth, more than doubling student enrollment, and established new academic programs to meet the state's healthcare and medical workforce needs. She has a long history advocating for economic development and improved healthcare in rural Oklahoma, and a proven track record of partnerships to accomplish shared goals that benefit not only OSU, but the entire state. Throughout her career in leadership, President Shrum has shown an appreciation for our state's many tribal nations and has engaged in several collaborations and initiatives to support tribal citizens and communities. Here at OSU, she oversees the Center for Sovereign Nations, a place where First American students can come together and share their tribal cultures, fostering unique understanding and future intertribal partnership, something so important in our state. We have no doubt that because of her passion for education, strong leadership, and fervent enthusiasm for Oklahoma State University, President Shrum is the perfect person to lead OSU into its next chapter. That is why the Chickasaw Nation is a proud partner of OSU and a supporter of President Shrum and her administration. We believe that with President Shrum leading the way, the future of this university is actually brighter than OSU Orange. Congratulations, President Shrum. Thank you, and go Pokes!
United States Senator James Lankford.
Well, it's great to see everybody here. Thanks for coming to be able to celebrate Dr. Shrum and her leadership here. We have a state that is a fantastic state. You're a product of this state. We have a nation that has a lot of challenges, as well as our state. We need leaders coming out of this university that will solve issues like food insecurity across the world, the future of aerospace, healthcare professionals coming to places where we desperately need quality healthcare. We need innovators in energy. We need well-equipped teachers. We need research scientists and artists, leaders in Oklahoma hospitality. We need people willing to work, to give their lives and their time to be able to serve their families and to solve some of the toughest problems that we face in the world, like why do redheads burn faster than everyone else? We need research on that, and we need a pill to be able to solve that. I remember distinctly when Burns Hargis announced his well-earned retirement. Within days, I started hearing people around the state mentioning, I wonder if Dr. Kayse Shrum would be interested in that role. It was literally within days. And there was this interesting excitement and a buzz about what if? Well, clearly the answer to that was yes. She would take this role on. And our state's incredibly proud of her for that. I first met Dr. Shrum when she came to my office to talk about rural health care. We sat and we visited about her passion as she traveled around the state and noticed how many people in rural areas of our state never thought about going into health care. No one ever planted that dream in their vision, in their mind, is what happened to her in the past. And she was determined it would be different. In 2013, she launched Operation Orange to do camps all across the state, to go into different rural areas and to help people dream of what they could become in the days ahead. The future of Oklahoma healthcare will benefit from her work for years of raising up another level of physicians. She's not only an innovator that's engaged in this way, that she sees the problem and that she actually goes after it to be able to solve it. She's obviously solved some tough challenges. Within hours of her accepting the leadership of Oklahoma State, conference realignment was dropped on her desk, and it was now solve this, which she has. We're proud of her leadership, grateful that she stepped up to this role. I'm honored that Oklahoma State has an innovative leader. As a dad of a recent Oklahoma State graduate walking, when I was sitting right up there recently watching my daughter walk across the stage, to know that there was another role model that was here that was pushing and asking someone to dream is a great gift to my family and to families across this state. Dr. Shrum, the state's counting on your leadership. We're counting on your ability to prepare the next leaders. We're counting on you to keep this great institution with academic and philosophical balance. We want our students to hear all sides of the arguments. We are Oklahomans, and people come to this great school to get a solid education to prepare them for the future, while still encouraging their family foundation, their family faith, and their family values. In my own faith, I remember there's a physician in Scripture that we sometimes forget about, Luke. The writer of the book of Luke was actually Dr. Luke. He wrote the book of Luke and the book of Acts. And that doctor, as he started the book of Luke, started by saying he wanted to put an orderly account of the story of Jesus there. Leave it up to a doctor to do an orderly account. It was Dr. Luke who wrote the memorable words of Jesus, "No good tree bears bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. But each tree is recognized by its own fruit." In the days ahead, Oklahoma State will be known by its graduates, what they do, how they serve, the values they choose to live by. Dr. Shrum, you have the responsibility to prune this tree, to make sure that it bears good fruit. Continue to see the problem and innovate, as you always have. Set the moral example, challenge the minds of the next generation, and keep being the leader. God bless you, and go Pokes.
United States Representative Frank Lucas.
Dr. Shrum, this is an auspicious occasion, not just for you, as most certainly it is, because the work of your life and your experiences, you've earned the faith and confidence of the regents and of this university. But it's also an auspicious occasion for all of us in the OSU family. We have great expectations of you. You know that. But I would suggest to all of the family here today, and many of you know me to be the fellow with the kind of boring practicality to him, but the expectations that we have of President Shrum can only be fulfilled if we meet her expectations of us. The resources and the effort and the energy and the commitment to continue to build on this great comprehensive university require not just the talents and the skills of our new president, which are many, which are impressive, which thank goodness she's sharing with us, but as students, staff, faculty, as members of the alum, as members of the federal delegation and state delegations, we have an responsibility to meet her expectations of providing the resources and the help when she takes these opportunities and maximizes them for the entire family. I look forward to what is going to be a most amazing tenure of your leadership, Madam President. I can't imagine anyone else sitting in your shoes right now, but I will pledge to you, and I think pledge on behalf of the federal delegation, we will do what is necessary to help you, help all of our fellow Oklahomans and our Oklahoma State students live up to their potential, Thank you, Madam President, for taking on this role. Yes, go Pokes.
And now, please welcome the Governor of the great state of Oklahoma, the Honorable Kevin Stitt.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here celebrating with all of you as we inaugurate Dr. Shrum as the next president of Oklahoma State. You know, I get to do so many cool things as governor. I get to represent our state in Washington, D.C., but as an alumni, a kid that grew up in Norman, got to OSU as quickly as I could. It's truly an honor to be here. My parents went to Oklahoma State, and I just had lunch with my freshman son at Hideaway, the best pizza in America. You know, Dr. Shrum, she's going to be inaugurated not only as the 19th president of Oklahoma State, but also the first woman, did you guys catch that, to lead a research university in the great state of Oklahoma. We're so proud of you. Can't think of a better person. She is such an accomplished leader. If you think back at how she transformed Oklahoma State University's Center for Health Sciences in Tulsa when she served as the president there, I watched as she brought her vision, her talents, and experience as a physician really to transform that center, doubling enrollment, pioneering new programs to bolster our rural physicians pipeline, and cultivating partnerships that are already transforming the healthcare landscape all across the state. And when I became governor in 2019, I started putting my cabinet together, and I immediately was attracted to Dr. Shrum to serve on my cabinet as science and innovation. And she just did an amazing job working and representing our state in 2019 and 2020. She and I, neither one of us knew what was going to hit us in March of 2020. But she played a critical role, and I watched her up close and saw her leadership and her innovation, her hard work. And I challenged our team in those early days of COVID when we didn't have many federal resources, and our testing capacity in the state was around 400 tests a week. And I challenged our team, we've got to get this figured out for Oklahomans. So she went to work working 80 hours a week, quickly transformed and got our labs approved here in Stillwater to approve tests. And we went from 400 a week to 2,500 a week under her leadership. Kayse Shrum is also always the smartest person in the room, but she never acted like it. She was always more eager to listen than to speak. Oklahoma is so lucky, this university is so lucky to have someone that is innovative, that's a hard worker, and above else, what I love about her, she has a get it done attitude, and that is Oklahoma, is let's get it done. And so I want to challenge this university. I want to set a vision. We always talk about becoming top 10 in everything that we do. And I want this university to think about that and to continue to lead and set a vision to double the graduates over the next 15 years, to continue to train the workforce and the leaders for the next generation, not only of Oklahoma, but also that the country can look to. So again, thank you guys so much for being here today. Congratulations, Dr. Shrum. God bless you, and go Cowboys.
Oklahoma A&M Board of Regents Chair, Gerald Callahan.
Dr. Kayse Shrum is an academician, a pediatrician. As you've heard, she served her state with her leadership in a pandemic. She was a student athlete in her time. She led OSU's medical school to national prominence, built a substantial healthcare center that continues to grow in Tulsa. She's a mother of 6 amazing children, a beloved wife, and a sister to her family. This is the moment of ceremonial installation. Dr. Shrum, will you please join me? Dr. Shrum, you personify the very meaning of our land-grant university. Your love for the great state of Oklahoma and commitment to improving the lives of its people are admirable. You're a champion of academics and research, as well as a visionary leader for the OSU system. We honor that today. First, we present the emblems of your responsibilities as president, bestowing our trust that you will faithfully and successfully uphold these responsibilities. Please accept the University Mace and the Presidential Medallion, but first we'll do the mace. Let's give her a nice hand. I think we'll want Provost Mendez to take that back, please, for a second, because this is kind of the touchy moment here, because we've got this other thing that we do, and the Presidential Medallion. And I've asked the governor to help with this, because if we mess this up, we needed somebody else to blame. They coached Kayse and I on this, and we think we're going to get this right, we hope. By virtue of the authority of Oklahoma State University and the OSU A&M Board of Regents, we commit to you the charter of the university and place over your shoulders the seal of this university, the symbol of the high office which you hold. I now present you the 19th president of Oklahoma State University, Dr. Kayse Shrum.
I do like jewelry. Darren, you're going to work hard to up this. Thank you, Regent Callahan. And thank you, family, friends, and members of the Cowboy family. To Darren and the kids, thank you for your love, your grace, and your support. This truly has been and will be a team sport. To my parents, thank you for giving me the faith, the love, and the foundation I needed to be successful in life. And to so many who have helped make this day possible, thank you. And to my OSU family, thank you for coming to my inauguration. With an arena full of loyal and true and a bright orange future in front of us, it's a great day to be a Cowboy. It is a privilege of a lifetime to serve as your president. Today is beyond humbling for this small town girl from Coweta. I was 13 the first time I visited Oklahoma State University to attend a softball camp. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that someday I would be on this stage, an experienced physician, educated through the OSU system, the former dean of the medical school and president of the OSU Center for Health Sciences, and now the president of the entire university system. Such a possibility was unimaginable for a girl like me. But in many ways, that's exactly what this place was created to do. and let me say more on that in a moment. But for those of us who have given our lives over to education, everything we do revolves around the student. Campus has come to life this past week as we welcome the largest freshman class in our school's history. One of the great joys of my position is the opportunity to engage with these students on a daily basis, in the hallways, outside their classrooms, and all around campus. And when I do, I often share with them that regardless of where your life takes you, never forget who or what brought you there. So many people have helped me along the way. I am the product of amazing parents, mentors, colleagues, and a support system that encouraged and empowered me. My parents inspired me to dream big. They taught me the value of hard work and determination, often telling me I could become anything in this life as long as I was willing to work hard. And today is proof they were right. It is also proof, Mom and Dad, that I was listening. I am blessed that my physiology professor saw something in me that I did not see in myself and took the time to invest in me. Because he did, I was able to pursue a career in medicine, to practice the sacred craft of healing, and eventually teach others to do the same, impacting society at an intensely personal level. I'm honored to stand in a long line of leaders of this university who came before me and laid the foundation for the success we enjoy today. Leaders like Henry Bennett, whose bold vision created a 25-year master plan for campus development and gave us the iconic Edmund Lowe Library. Leaders like Jim Halligan, who elevated the university's stature while literally raising the roof of the very building we are sitting in today. Leaders like Burns Hargis, who set me on this course by appointing me as the president of the OSU Center for Health Sciences and encouraging me at every turn. He raised the standard for what can be accomplished when we dream big and we work together. Thank you, Burns. In recent years, we have witnessed incredible growth and progress at Oklahoma State. Thanks to our generous donors, we have unrivaled facilities from stadiums and concert halls to research labs and modern classrooms. For example, the McKnight Center for the Performing Arts and the Greenwood School of Music are world-class treasures that are bringing incredible learning opportunities to our campus. This fall, they will welcome the return of the New York Philharmonic for concerts and master classes to kick off a new 3-year partnership with the renowned orchestra. The university also celebrated the opening of state-of-the-art engineering and aerospace facilities, including the Unmanned System Research Institute and Endeavor, and the new Spear School of Business building, which gave our powerhouse business school a historic upgrade. In recent days, we have laid the foundation for national prominence and global impact through the National Center for Wellness and Recovery, the Ham Institute for American Energy at Oklahoma State, the Oklahoma Aerospace Institute for Research and Education, and the state-of-the-art teaching, research, and extension facility opening next year for the Ferguson College of Agriculture, just to name a few. It is a thrilling and humbling moment to lead OSU, and I sincerely believe our best days are ahead of us and not very far ahead of us at all. But ultimately, while I have the opportunity to stand behind this microphone today, it's not about me. It's about us. And it's about how we can take this remarkable place and leverage it to create opportunity for the next generation of servant leaders. As I've reflected on this past year, on cowboy culture, and on the code that binds us together, it's led me to consider what it really means to be a land-grant university. What is it that makes this place so special? What is it that makes the cowboy family truly family? Is it that we're nice? We're nice, but that can't be all. Is it that we always get along? Well, we cowboys tend to do so, but if your family is anything like mine, we can have our differences and still be committed to loving one another. It has to be something more than that. What is it that has bound us together as the cowboy family through thick and thin, through triumph and tragedy? What is it that will propel us into the future? In a moment of cultural confusion about who does and does not belong, who may or may not have access to advancement, the land-grant mission long ago answered that question with sharp moral clarity. Our peerless cowboy culture is, in part, an outgrowth of our unique land-grant story, a tale rooted in broad opportunity and founded on inclusive excellence. When President Lincoln breathed life into the land-grant system, he ushered in a new era of higher education aimed at lifting an entire new class of citizens toward the American dream. No longer would higher learning and the benefits it brought be reserved for the privileged few. Instead, it would extend to the women and men of a new industrial class, the daughters and sons of an aspiring generation for whom the land grants would offer its empowering, practical, and liberal education. We here today, we students, faculty, staff, alumni, we cowboys, we are the offspring of that expansive vision, the progeny of that powerful promise. I am here today because our forebears dared to dream what a land-grant university might do, though even they may have failed to imagine it could take a girl from a rural small town and give her the reins of a mighty university. And in the coming days, we intend to seize on that very vision, to carry Lincoln's ideal forward with renewed energy and a fierce commitment. Oklahoma State will be the place where all people can belong, where they can grow, be valued, and be cultivated into the servant leaders they were meant to be. From every rural corner of our state to the urban corridors, we will seek to educate students not only for technical excellence, but also in professional preparedness, engaged citizenship, ethical leadership, and personal responsibility. We are land-grant, and that means we step into a singular tradition. Through teaching, research, and extension, we steward a timeless responsibility to raise successive generations of servant leaders to engage as vital members of their communities, to bring research and new knowledge to bear, to prepare students for the world they will enter, and to extend critical knowledge and expertise to meet society's most pressing problems, the grand challenges facing civilization. As a land-grant university, we stand for a compelling set of values, distinct from other higher education institutions. We instill individual leadership in pursuit of the common good. We nurture career competence as a means of cultivating communities. We unapologetically stand as an economic development engine for the people we serve, addressing the imminent needs of a diverse society. I believe now more than ever, our state, our nation need the students that land grants graduate. I think the world requires the practical, applicable innovation that land grants create. I know Oklahoma demands the innovation that its land grant generates in all corners of our state. And we are the one to meet these challenges. In seizing upon our unparalleled public trust, we will be keenly alert to the needs of our state and its workforce. Not aloof from the reality of our economy, we will be directly engaged with our communities, not distant observers of the problems. We will strive to be elite in all we undertake, but we will never be elitist. That is not the cowboy way. Instead, firmly rooted in the vibrant land grant tradition, we will humbly and resolutely extend our impact and influence to meet this critical moment. We exist to make good communities great and to do so by working hand in hand with them. Oklahoma needs us today more than ever. Through times of tremendous tumult and great societal change, the land grant universities stand timeless. And now is OSU's time. Oklahoma State University intends to become the nation's preeminent land grant university. What do I mean when I say that? OSU intends to bring teaching, research, and extension to bear to meet Oklahoma's greatest challenge, better than any other land grant university ever has for its home state. In November of last year, I announced a process to guide the university in obtaining such land grant preeminence. After months of listening, hundreds of hours of information gathering, and diligent service from our steering committee, working groups, and many of you here today, the plan is nearly complete. The strategy committee will unveil the blueprints for the next era of OSU in the coming weeks. Every college, school, campus, department, division within the university has a role to play in achieving land grant preeminence. Every faculty member, every staff professional, every county extension officer, and every alum, we all have a part in achieving the vision we share. We have the world-class faculty. We have skilled and committed staff. We have the bright promise of our student body and the storied legacy and support of hundreds of thousands of alumni. Today, I invite all of you to join me in embarking on a new era of ambitious progress at Oklahoma State University. Here at OSU, we know we belong to the land, and I invite you to join me as we go where no land grant has ever gone before. It is a great day to be a cowboy. God bless you, and go Pokes!